السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. مرحبا بكم في قناة مدارس الإعداد الخاصة. Today we will explain Unit 8. So let's Unit 8 in kindergarten. Let's start with our vocabulary for today. Kindergarten طبعا معناها nursery. كلمة nursery أو kindergarten بمعنى حضانة أو روضة الأطفال. Board سبورة. Front أمام and we can say in front of. I don't know لا أعرف. How طبعا ask about الكيفية بمعنى كيف. Just okay وكذلك. It's easy إنه سهل and we can say it's difficult. تبقى هنا we are describing something درجة الصعوبة أو درجة السهولة لشيء ما. Too hard بمعنى صعب جدا أو أكثر من اللازم في درجة الصعوبة. Come on تعالى أو هيا بنا. Give up يستسلم. Good work عمل جيد. Pass out بمعنى يمرر. Clean the board طبعا معناها نظف السبورة. What did you get طبعا السؤال ده مهم يستخدم في السؤال العامة. الدرجة التي حصل عليها الطالب أو الدرجة التي حصل عليها الطالب. 100 100 so did I وكذلك أنا. بستخدمها طبعا لما أكون بوافق شخص فيما قال. with some verbs مع بعض الأفعال. come الباص طبعا came. write wrote. show showed. give up gave up. sit down sat down. get and got. Now it's time for reading time. Mona, please come to the front. Write the letter D on the board. I don't know how. I am sorry, Miss Dina. That's okay. Let me show you how. It's easy. No, I can't. It's too hard. Come on, Mona. Don't give up. Hey, I can do it. Good work, Mona. Please sit down. Judy, please help me pass out the homework. Hassan, clean the board, please. What did you get? I got 100. That was our reading topic. Now let's read again and explain some points. Mona, please come to the front. طبعا هنا please بستخدمها في الطلب أو بشكل مهذب. I can say please come to the front. come to the front طبعا هنا imperative sentence جملة الأمر. Don't forget إن جملة الأمر دايما بتبدأ بالفعل في المصدر. Please come to the front. Write the letter D طبعا another imperative sentence جملة أمر أخرى. Write the letter D on the board. I don't know how طبعا بستخدم الإكسبريشن ده لما أكون مش عارف أعمل شيء معين. I am sorry Miss Dina. الإكسبريشن I am sorry بستخدمها طبعا في تقديم الاعتذار وطبعا في حالة قبول الاعتذار I will say that's okay. Let me show you how طبعا هنا let تستخدم في العرض. Let me show you how. It's easy. No I can't. It's too hard. to plus الصفة معناها شيء أكثر من اللازم. come on Mona don't give up طبعا هنا الإكسبريشن for encouragement للتشجيع. come on Mona don't give up لا تستسلم. hey I can do it طبعا هنا بيعبر عن فرحتها أنها أتقنت كتابة الحرف دي like you تماما. hey I can do it. good work Mona طبعا هنا approval استحسان. I can say good work Mona please sit down. Judy please help me pass out the homework. another imperative sentence جملة أمر أخرى. don't forget مرة تانية إن جملة الأمر بتبدأ بالفعل في المصدر وفي حالة نفي جملة الأمر بستخدم don't والimperative verb. please help me pass out the homework. حسن clean the board please. what did you get؟ السؤال ده بستخدمه في السؤال عن الدرجة التي حصل عليها طالب أو الدرجة التي حصل عليها زميل لك. what did you get؟ I got 100. hey so did I. so ده بستخدمها طبعا في موافقة شخص فيما قاله. with more language notes with more detailed I can say let. هنا use let طبعا كفيرب بمعنى يدع أو يسمح. بستخدمها دايما بيجي وراها الأوبجكت then the infinitive verb. يبقى let is followed by the object then the infinitive verb. I can say let me show you how. Or I can ask for permission أطلب إذن and I say let me go out. To plus الادجكتيف. To plus الادجكتيف. To plus الادجكتيف. To هنا طبعا بمعنى أكثر من اللازم. I can say it is too hard. Or I can say I am too tired. When I want to لما أحب أوافق شخص في مقاله في حديثه ممكن أستخدم so. So is followed by إما فعل مساعد auxiliary or a modal verb أو فعل ناقص. يبقى so plus فعل مساعد أو فعل ناقص then السادس ثم فعل آخر. I got 100. هنا الفيرب المين فيرب بتاع الجملة في الماضي. I got 100. يبقى so الأوكسيلري في هذه الحالة هيكون في الماضي. ليه؟ لأنه لابد أن يوافق فعل الجملة الأولى. I got 100 so did I. يبقى الفعل المساعد أو الفعل الناقص يوافق زمن الجملة في الجملة الأولى ويوافق الفعل الذي يليه. I got 100 so did I. Pass out the homework طبعا هنا بستخدمها في الأمر أو جملة الأمر. Pass out the homework بمعنى مرر لي الواجب أو وزع الواجب. Okay, so let's move to another point. In wartime, we will learn about some activities that children could do in kindergarten. Let's start. Say the alphabet بمعنى يقول حروف الهجاء. Blow a bubble ينفخ فقاعات طبعا. Build a sandcastle يبني قلعة رملية. Catch a butterfly يمسك فراشة. Peel an orange يفشر برتقالة. Throw a ball يرمي الكرة. Count to 10 يعد حتى 10. Spell a word يتهجى كلمة. Cut out a heart بمعنى يقتطع قلبا. عارفين طبعا امتى شغل القص واللزق اللي احنا بنعمله. Speak English يتحدث باللغة الإنجليزية. With some verbs I can say said, flew, pelled, catch, caught, threw, spelled, cut out, speak, spoke. In a kindergarten, of course, we have some activities. Let's start with our activity for today. Number 1, of course, it means say the alphabet. Number 2, it means, of course, throw the ball. Number 3, of course, flew a bubble. 4, count to 10. 5, build a sandcastle. Number 6, what does it mean? Of course, spell a word. Number 7, write, catch a butterfly. Number 8, cut out a heart. Number 9, of course, peel an orange. And number 10, it means speak English. Speak English. As we have learned in a kindergarten, this is a picture of a kindergarten. And in a kindergarten, children can do lots of activities. Some of them, as we have learned about, like, of course, spell a word, blow a bubble, build a sandcastle, try to catch butterflies, and so. So, this is a picture of a kindergarten, and if we have to express about or speak about some activities, we can say a boy can, or some children can. Of course, a boy can spell a word, or a boy can catch a butterfly, a girl can throw a ball, إلى آخره طبعا. ده بعض activities that can be done in a kindergarten. With some language notes about this, when I say do you want some, السؤال ده بيستخدم طبعا العرض politely. Do you want some? I can say do you want some tea or do you want some enough? When I accept an offer, I say yes please or I say no thanks. طبعا في العرض مرة تانية. Do you want some? I can say do you want some tea? لو أنا accepted the offer, I will say yes please. لو أنا refused رفضت هقول no thanks. How often? طبعا دي شيء متكرر. How often طبعا بيستخدم في السؤال عن التكرار. كم عدد المرات. I say how often do you get a haircut? How often do you get a haircut? في التعبير عن عدد المرات بستخدم طبعا expression زي once, twice أو 3 times. I can say once a week بمعنى مرة في الأسبوع. Twice a week مرتين. 3 times a week بمعنى 3 مرات. So when I say how often do you get a haircut, I can say I get a haircut once a month. I get a haircut once a month. In focus time, we have to focus on some expressions. So let's start with our first expression for today. When I say Mona is tall, but Mona was short. Of course, احنا بصينا على الجملتين هنلاقيهم is using verb to be to describe the girl. I can say Mona is tall, Mona was short. So what is verb to be? Verb to be, as you know, in the present we usually say am or is or are. Verb to be in the present we say am or is or are. But in the past we say was or were. I say I am in the present, but I say I was in the past. He or she or it takes is, so I can say he is in the present, but in the past we say he was. With you can say you are in the present, but in the past we say you were. طبعا بستخدم verb to be للتعبير عن a lot of expressions، عدد من التعبيرات المختلفة. For example, as we have said, I can say Mona is tall, Mona was short. Of course, and if we want to express about ability, التعبير عن استطاعة can be done in the past or in the present. Can be done in the present or in the past. When I want to express ability in the present، لما أحب أعبر عن استطاعة في المضارع I say Karim can play basketball. But in the past, Karim could do something else. Karim could play basketball. Karim can play basketball. Karim could play basketball. Of course, this is ability, and to remember, can is used to express ability in the present. I say, I can swim, but if I can't do something, I will say, I can't play basketball. يبقى again, can is used to express ability in the present. كان تستخدم في التعبير عن استطاعة في الوقت الحاضر. I can swim, but I can't play basketball. could بستخدمها when I express ability in the past. could بستخدمها لما أعبر عن استطاعة في الماضي. She could count to 10. طبعا النيجاتيف فورم بتاعت could هتبقى couldn't. She couldn't spell a word. In focus time, we have to focus on a very specific expression. What is this expression? It means when I was little, I could peel an orange. It wants you to learn. عاوزك تتعلم ازاي تعبر عن something that you could do in a specific time. This specific time when you were little. This specific time when you were little. So let's explain that in more details. Using could to express ability in the past. I can say, for example, I could ride a bike at the age of 4. Could ride a bike, this is ability in the past. But when I say at the age of 4 ده المرحلة الزمنية أو الفترة الزمنية اللي كنت أنت بتقدر تعمل فيها هذا الفعل. I could ride a bike at the age of 4 يبقى في السن الرابعة. Or I can say she could spell a word when she was 6. She could spell a word when she was 6. When she was 6 الإكسبريشن ده أو الجملة دي بتعبر عن الفترة الزمنية للفعل. She could spell a word when she was 6. في النفي بستخدم زي ما قلنا couldn't. Couldn't is used to express lack of ability. Lack of ability يعني عدم الاستطاعة. I can say I couldn't swim when I was 5. I couldn't swim when I was 5. Or I can say she couldn't peel an orange at the age of 3. She couldn't peel an orange at the age of 3. So I can say when. كانت طبعا هنا قرابة. I can say when followed by a subject يليها الفاعل like I أو he أو she. لو احنا استخدمنا I أو he أو she it is followed by the auxiliary. هيجي وراها الفعل المساعد past. So I can say when I was little. Again when I was little هنا يعبر لي عن الفترة الزمنية. I could spell a word. I could spell a word وأنا هنا عبرت عن الاستطاعة. طب لو أنا عايز أعبر عن lack of ability عدم الاستطاعة I will say when I was little I couldn't spell a word. When I was little I could spell a word and when I was little I couldn't spell a word. ده بالنسبة ل I أو he أو she we used it with was. But when I use you or we or they as a subject كفاعل I can say when you were little. When you were little. So you, we and they go with were. When you were little you could or couldn't. You could spell a word or you couldn't spell a word. For example, I say when I was little I could spell a word. Or when I was little, I couldn't peel an orange. I couldn't peel an orange. In practice time, we will learn about what could and couldn't some children do. So let's listen and learn about what they could and they couldn't do.
Unit 8, page 52. Practice time.
A. Listen and repeat. Then practice with a partner.
When I was little, I could say the alphabet.
Number 1.
When we were little, we could throw a ball.
Number 2.
When you were little, you couldn't cut out a heart.
Number 3.
When he was little, he couldn't spell a word.
Number 4.
When she was little, she could speak English.
Number 5.
When I was little, I could blow a bubble.
Number 6.
When he was little, he couldn't catch a frog.
Number 7.
When he was little, he couldn't build a sandcastle.
Number 8.
When I was little, I could count to 10.
So, what could you do when you were little? You can tell me in our Zoom time. Now, it's time for reading time. Reading time, let's start with our vocabulary. I say, dear عزيزي أو عزيزتي, and we use dear عادة when I want to start a letter or an email. I can say dear followed by the name. Move بمعنى ينتقل أو يتحرك, but when I say when you moved away يعني ينتقل إلى مكان آخر. Sad حزين, the opposite is happy. Miss يفتقد. Remember يتذكر. Teacher معلم طبعا. Lunch وجبة الغداء. Show يبين. Photos صور. Oxford طبعا is a city in England, مدينة أكسفورد بإنجلترا. Funny مضحك. Enormous بمعنى ضخم أو هائل. Old قديم أو عجوز. Castle بمعنى قلعة, it means of course citadel. Sandbox صندوق رمال, and break بمعنى فسحة, وكverb بمعنى يكسر. Move, the past is moved. Miss, missed. Remember, remembered. See, saw. Go, went. Say, said. Say, said. Now listen and read along. Dear Adam, how are you? When you moved away, we were sad. We miss you very much. Do you miss us? Last Saturday, we saw Miss Dina. She was our kindergarten teacher. Do you remember her? Mona and I went to her house for lunch. She showed us some old photos of our kindergarten class. She told some funny stories, too. She said, when you were little, you could build an enormous sandcastle. When you were in the sandbox at break, you never wanted to get out, remember? Do you like Oxford? How is your new school? Are you making a lot of friends? Please write soon, your friend Kareem Ahmed. If we want to focus on some words, we can say move away بمعنى ينتقل, kindergarten بمعنى الحضانة طبعا, funny مضحك, break فسحة, soon قريبا, miss يفتقد, show يبين أو يعرض, enormous بمعنى very big هائل, make friends بمعنى يكون صداقات. With some language notes, you have to differentiate between miss and lose. When I say miss, I can say I miss my father, هنا بمعنى يفتقد. But when I say she missed the bus بمعنى يفوت الباص. She missed the ball, ضيعت فرصة إحراز الهدف أو ضيعت الكرة. But when I say lose the past is lost. Lose can be used as يفقد شيء معين. He lost his wallet. Or I can say I lost my pen. Or they lost the match خسروا المباراة. You have to differentiate also between to and either. To and either in Arabic معناهم أيضا, but they are used in different ways in English. She told us some fun stories too. To is used in affirmative sentences. To بستخدمها عادة في الجملة المثبتة, but either بستخدمها في نهاية الجملة المنفية. He didn't call either. He didn't call either. That's all for today. ده كان كل شيء بالنسبة Unit 8. See you soon. Goodbye.